To begin with, hello everybody. I know I've made promises before about showing the boat, and well, there she is up on the slings. This is after the survey, but since my GoPro was doing so poorly, I decided to go ahead and do this kind of in retrospect. In the beginning part of the survey, we discovered the running lights were not operating correctly, at least the port light and the stern light were not working properly. So this is the first minor project that I needed to take care of immediately in order to get Pass Me By up on the or out of the harbor safely. So this is the first thing that I needed to fix. These are eyebrow lights, which were popular in the 80s. Pass Me By was born in 1980, and they're not recommended. One is they're so low on the hull is that if the ship heels, then it just disappears from view, and this is not, I don't even believe it's allowed in construction nowadays. When I looked inside the hull, I was further kind of surprised because of all the books that I've read and all the instructions, everybody talking about this, that, and the other thing about electrical on a seagoing vessel. What I found was essentially an automobile fixture. This fixture that I discovered is essentially the same thing as my license plate lights on my F-150 Ford truck, and my 250 Ford truck for that matter. Pot metal. The wiring was not tinned. In fact, as soon as I touched the wire, I realized the problem. The wire just fell right out of the connector. It was a crimp connection, but not heat shrunk. The wire itself, when I peeled the insulation back, was very brown. The wire had just simply broken free. Did pretty good for 30, 35 years, but it just fell apart. The stern light, again an automobile fixture, was made of not very high quality metal, and it was just overgrown with corrosion, and all it needed was some cleaning. What I needed here was not a permanent fix. A permanent fix would be, well, there's several options. One is a light on the mast, a triple light. Another would be to move the running lights higher up on the push bit, their pulpit, but that's for another day. What I had to do now is produce a relatively reliable connection. So replacing the wire with properly tinned nautical wire meant for use on boats was out of the question. I have no idea how much time it would take to find where the wire was, where it went, and just didn't want to get into that. You can see the disassembly here. Basically what I did was cut off the crimp fittings, stripped the wire back, brushed as much of the brown off as I could, put butt connectors and crimped them again with a proper tool. And I am sorry that I didn't show you to do that, but there are great videos out there for that. And then heat shrunk the tubing back in place. I wanted to put LED lights in, but again, that raised so many complications and difficulties. I decided just to get the running rigging going the way it is. One of the reasons why I thought this was significant, first off, it was one of my first minor little projects, but it's also a demonstration of something. Oxygen is not your friend. Yes, we need about 18 to 20% oxygen to breathe and stay alive. But oxygen is constantly attacking every material on your boat. In fact, if you breathe oxygen that is too rich, or air that's too rich in oxygen, it can actually damage your lungs. It oxidizes things. Copper oxide is brown. It oxidizes insulation. It turns it to powder. It oxidizes plastic. Water, salt, and ultraviolet radiation from the sun helps this process along. So our battle with oxygen in the world is really come to the very front of things when you're dealing with a boat. Everything is attacked by oxygen on a boat. Some things slower than others. Tinned wire is attacked slower. Fiberglass is attacked much slower. Wood is attacked vigorously. In fact, what we call dry rot is actually oxidized wood that has very slowly just crumbled and turned into oxidized wood powder. So anyway, that's all I've got to say on this one. Thanks for being so patient on videos waiting for me. I'm getting my act together. It's just been very, very slow. As a matter of fact, I'm ill right now. So wish for me to get better, and I'll keep putting the videos out. New engine coming soon. Bye now.